In 1912, an Italian book collector purchased a mysterious manuscript at an auction that would become one of history's greatest unsolved riddles. The Voynich Manuscript is 234 pages of beautiful, detailed illustrations paired with text written in an unknown language that has stumped cryptographers, linguists, and scholars for over a century. Despite countless attempts to decode it, nobody has ever successfully read a single word. Today, we're diving into the strangest book ever written, exploring wild theories about its origins and uncovering why this medieval mystery continues to baffle the world's brightest minds. The discovery that started it all. Our story begins in 1912 when Wilfred Voynich, a rare book dealer from Brooklyn, attended an auction at a Jesuit college near Rome. Among the lots, he discovered a peculiar bound manuscript filled with stunning illustrations and indecipherable text. The book's margins bore a handwritten note claiming it once belonged to Emperor Rudolf Roman II of Prague, a 16th-century ruler famous for collecting alchemical and occult texts. Voynich purchased the manuscript for $250, a considerable sum at the time, marking the beginning of its modern mystery. The collector spent the rest of his life trying to solve it, and when he died in 1930, the manuscript passed to his widow, who eventually donated it to Yale University in 1969, where it remains today in the Voynich Rare Book and Manuscript Library. What makes it so impossible to read? The Voynich manuscript is written in a completely unknown script, not a known language written in cipher, but what appears to be an entirely fabricated writing system. The text flows naturally with consistent patterns, word repetitions, and grammar-like structures, suggesting it follows linguistic rules. However, no one has ever matched these characters to any known alphabet, dead or living. The manuscript contains roughly 170,000 words, all meaningless to modern linguists. Some scholars have attempted frequency analysis, comparing letter patterns to known languages, but the results remain inconclusive. The illustrations, while beautiful and detailed, depict fantastical scenes that offer few clues: bizarre plants with no botanical basis, female figures in strange baths, astrological charts, and cosmological diagrams. The combination of unsolvable text and cryptic imagery makes the Voynich manuscript a perfect storm of historical mystery. The alchemical theory, a book of secrets. One of the most persistent theories is that the Voynich manuscript is a grimoire, a book of alchemical secrets and magical knowledge intentionally written in code to protect dangerous information from the uninitiated. Medieval alchemists did use elaborate ciphers and symbolic languages to hide their work from authorities and competitors. The manuscript's subject matter seems to support this. It contains sections on herbal remedies, astronomical observations, and symbolic illustrations that resemble alchemical diagrams. If this theory is true, the language would be an intentional creation, designed as a key that only initiated practitioners could unlock. The problem is that even trained cryptographers and historians specializing in alchemy have failed to crack it. Some argue the alchemical cipher might be so sophisticated that it's effectively unbreakable without the original key, assuming such a key ever existed and wasn't lost centuries ago. The hoax hypothesis, an elaborate Renaissance prank. Not everyone believes the manuscript holds hidden meaning. Some scholars argue the entire thing is an elaborate hoax, a sophisticated 500-year-old prank with no message at all. This theory gained traction when modern computer analysis revealed the text follows patterns suspiciously similar to what a human would produce if trying to imitate a written language without actual content. In the 16th century, such an hoax would have been genuinely clever: create a convincing-looking book with beautiful illustrations, invent a plausible script, and sell it to wealthy collectors as a rare, encrypted treasure. The hoaxer would benefit from the prestige and payment, while the victim would spend years trying to decode something that never meant anything. Some researchers have proposed specific people, perhaps a monk or Renaissance scholar with time and artistic skill, as potential perpetrators. Yet if it is a hoax, it's the most impressively executed one in history, because the faker never claimed credit, and the manuscript's construction quality is genuinely remarkable. Modern decryption efforts, AI, linguistics, and dead ends over the past century, some of humanity's sharpest minds have attacked the Voynich Manuscript with increasingly sophisticated tools. In 1921, William Newbold claimed to have decoded it, suggesting it contained medieval observations of microscopic life revolutionary for the 16th century, yet his decryption method was later proven flawed. In the 1960s and 70s, computer scientists applied frequency analysis and cryptographic techniques, achieving nothing conclusive. More recently, AI researchers and machine learning experts have fed the text into algorithms designed to recognize patterns and crack codes, but the results remain inconclusive. In 2018, a University of Alberta professor published a paper suggesting the manuscript might be written in Hebrew, but this sparked significant debate and hasn't been widely accepted. Every few years, a new theory emerges. Perhaps it's Nahuatl, perhaps it's a phonetic transcription of a real language, perhaps it's a lost Turkish dialect, but none withstand rigorous academic scrutiny. The Voynich Manuscript remains undefeated. The botanical mystery, plants that never existed. One of the most intriguing aspects of the manuscript is its illustrations of plants. Approximately 113 plant drawings fill the pages, rendered in meticulous detail with roots, stems, leaves, and flowers clearly defined. Yet botanists examining these illustrations have concluded that roughly 75% of them don't correspond to any known plant species, extinct or alive. This raises fascinating questions. Did the illustrator have a wild imagination? Were these medicinal plants from an unknown region? Or were they purely fictional creations to support an elaborate hoax? Some researchers have noted vague similarities to real plants. A drawing might loosely resemble a daffodil or iris, but the details are consistently wrong. Interestingly, the illustrator clearly understood plant anatomy and botanical principles, so the strangeness appears intentional rather than accidental. A few scholars have proposed that the plants might represent alchemical processes or spiritual concepts visualized as botanical forms. Whatever their purpose, these impossible plants remain one of the manuscript's most captivating enigmas. The women in baths, naked bodies, and cosmic mysteries. Another striking section of the manuscript features dozens of illustrations of nude or partially clothed women in large bathing pools or vessels. These images are scattered throughout the text and are often accompanied by what appear to be cosmological or astrological diagrams with stars and planetary symbols. Art historians and manuscript experts have proposed various interpretations. Perhaps they represent alchemical processes using the human body as metaphor, perhaps they illustrate medical treatments or herbal remedies, or perhaps they are scenes from mythology or occult practices. The women appear relaxed, not distressed, and many hold small objects like plants or vessels. Some scholars suggest the baths might represent the alchemical concept of putrefaction or transformation, a crucial stage in creating the philosopher's stone. Others argue they could depict balneotherapy, the therapeutic use of baths, a common medical practice in the Renaissance. Frustratingly, without understanding the accompanying text, the true meaning remains speculative. These images alone have spawned countless theories, dissertations, and heated academic debates. The location theory, where did it really come from? The manuscript's provenance is murky. The handwritten note claiming it belonged to Emperor Rudolf Roman II is tantalizing but unverified. Rudolf Roman II was genuinely obsessed with collecting alchemical texts and occult artifacts in the 16th century, so the connection is plausible. However, historical records don't confirm his ownership. Some researchers have traced fragments of the manuscript's history back through various European collectors, but gaps remain. A few scholars have proposed that it originated in the Americas, pointing to the strange plant illustrations as potential New World species, and suggesting a European who traveled to Central or South America created it upon returning home. Others argue it came from the Ottoman Empire, Eastern Europe, or even Asia. The lack of concrete documentation about its origins has led some to suspect the provenance was deliberately obscured, supporting the hoax theory. Whoever created the Voynich manuscript apparently wanted to keep its source secret, and 500 years later, that mystery remains intact. The linguistic impossibility. Why experts keep failing. What makes the Voynich Manuscript uniquely frustrating is that it appears to be a real language with genuine structure and rules, but it doesn't match anything linguists know. Real written languages, even ancient dead ones, follow predictable patterns. They have grammar. They have vocabulary that repeats in logical ways. They correlate to sounds that actual human mouths can produce. The Voynich text does show repetition and pattern. Word frequency distributions almost match natural languages, but when linguists try to match it to any known language family, nothing clicks. It's like looking at a jigsaw puzzle where every piece has a distinct shape and color arranged in a beautiful pattern, but when you try to fit it together, the pieces don't actually connect. Some researchers believe the writing system might be so divorced from human linguistics that it was never meant to be decrypted, supporting theories that it's either a hoax or a purely symbolic system. Others insist that with the right approach, the code can be cracked. We simply haven't found the correct key or perspective yet. Living with mystery. Why the Voynich endures for over a century. The Voynich Manuscript has captivated not just academics but the general public. Why? Because it represents something deeply human, the desire to solve puzzles, to unlock secrets, to decode the unknowable. The manuscript sits at the intersection of history, science, art, and mystery. It's beautiful to look at, intellectually challenging to study, and genuinely unsolvable by conventional means. The lack of a solution only adds to its allure. Every year, new researchers attempt decryption with new tools and fresh perspectives. Some propose AI will finally crack it, others argue it's inherently unsolvable. The truth is, the Voynich Manuscript may never be decoded, and that's okay. It reminds us that not everything has an answer, not every mystery gets solved, and sometimes the mystery itself is more valuable than the solution. The manuscript sits safely at Yale, preserved for future generations, waiting patiently for a breakthrough that may never come, or waiting for a clever mind to finally understand what its creator intended over 5 centuries ago. The Voynich Manuscript stands as humanity's greatest unsolved mystery in written form, a beautiful, maddening testament to secrets that may never be revealed. Whether it's an elaborate hoax, a lost alchemical treatise, or something we haven't even imagined yet, this 500-year-old puzzle continues to inspire wonder and curiosity. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of history's strangest artifacts, smash the like button and subscribe so you never miss a video like this one.